Namaste everyone. This is our last day for the chakra series. We will be talking today Adnya and Sahasraar chakra together because they are interlinked. Sahasraar, actually, there is nothing to talk for us. That is the ultimate chakra. But little bit of info I will give you about Sahasraar chakra. Mostly we will be talking about Adnya chakra. Like these are the two major chakras which helps us to transcend and takes us to enlightenment. So last two spiritual chakras out of three are very important. To reach to these higher chakras, there should be connection between your heart, your Vishuddha chakra, throat, and your Agya chakra. So if these three are aligned and opened completely, then only we can reach to Sahasrara chakra, because these are all spiritual chakras. So when they say that the age group of 35 to 42, people easily transcend to third eye chakra. But again, this is not the fixed age group. If we have worked upon ourselves in our previous lifetimes, then you can transcend to these chakras much before that also. First, we'll talk about little bit 2 minutes about Sahasrara chakra, what it is. So when your Adnya chakra is open completely, we go in ecstasy. What is ecstasy means? Your Kundalini completely opens. And when Kundalini opens, then we are in the ecstatic state. Ecstatic state, you can't live in ecstatic state always. Na? So when you're in day-to-day life, this ecstasy will not help you. So that is why they say you have to come back to your Agya and Vishuddha chakra. So you cannot live in that ecstasy state always until and unless you are transcending that ecstasy. You have that power to transcend that ecstasy and go completely in samadhi state. So you become very fuzzy in your head when you are in ecstatic state, and then your mind doesn't work the way normal human being has to think, or has to survive, or has to function. So we have some plan, we have some path to follow when we are in a human body. And if we are in that ecstatic state, that path, you just go away from that path. हम that ecstatic, अगर आपने कभी देखा होगा किसी को, can you hear me? Okay, so if you have seen anyone in that Kundalini rising state or ecstatic state, that person doesn't behave, as per to the normal human behavior. So they are completely in their own world. They don't know how to talk, what to eat, how to live. They're completely into their own zone. This state, if you are in the Grahastha ashram, this state is not acceptable for us to live in. That's why we cannot go into that state always. So we have to come back. And this is not our path to go there. So each of the chakra is a manifestation of our consciousness at the different layers, with earth being the most dense, like the Muladhara chakra is the most dense, and the seventh chakra is the most unmanifested consciousness, like very light and very pure form. So it is said that the seventh chakra is a Purusha, like in Sankhya philosophy, when we call the Prakriti and Purush. So Purush is supreme consciousness. So if you reach to this state, and in this state, if we are able to transcend ourselves, to burn all the seeds of all our karmas, all our desires, if we burn all this in a seed form, everything in a seed form, then only we can go to the samadhi state. And if we are not able to burn, like if that desire is still there, I want to reach to the higher state, or I want to, the desire of being in the samadhi state, so few desires are still there in us, which are unchecked. So Maharishi Patanjali has talked about this in this sutra. Tasyapi nirodhe sarva nirodhat nirbijjah samadhi. So we have to reach actually into the samadhi state. So he says, by the restraint of even this, like impressions which obstructs all our impressions, everything is restrained. And if everything is restrained, everything is stopped, everything is controlled, comes the Nirbija Samadhi. Nirbija means without any bija, without any seed form. So all seeds are burned completely. And then only we reach the Samadhi state. So, but our seventh chakra is opened, not necessary that we reach to that state. But from there, then it becomes easy for us to burn those seeds which are inside us. When then we realize that, oh, this small karma is still left, oh, small desire is still left. That, awareness, that consciousness comes to us, and then we can overcome that. So that's why from this chakra, we can completely transcend to enlightenment. So this is the only path to enlightenment. Sahasrara chakra opens, this is the path to enlightenment. So we will not talk about enlightenment. We want enlightenment where we can, day to day, we can live without suffering. For us, that is enlightenment. We should not be able to suffer, and we should be able to live our life in a balanced state. So now talking about... Okay.
Just a minute.
So the Adnya chakra, talking about Adnya chakra, it is third eye chakra. It is situated at the center of our forehead area, where we apply bindi. It represents the sixth stage of man's evolution. We can identify its position as the middle of the forehead, and it is the definitely gateway to Sahasrara chakra. And it will allow the Kundalini to rise above if there are no impurities in the mind. So chakra 6 is related to your pineal gland also. यहाँ पे एक pineal gland रहता है, very important gland. A tiny cone-shaped gland located in the center of our forehead, approximately at the eye level. So the pineal gland sometimes called the seat of soul also. Now the Sanskrit name is, Adnya chakra, and I will be talking about both Sahasrara and Adnya chakra together. Sanskrit name is Adnya and Sahasrara. Meaning of Adnya is to perceive, to command. Okay. And meaning of Sahasrara is thousandfold. So petals opening thousandfold. That's why it is known as thousandfold. The location of Adnya chakra is center of the head, forehead, slightly above the eye level. And Sahasrara chakra is completely top of the head. Element of Adnya chakra is light. Okay, you enlighten, you can see properly. So if things are very clear around you, light means what? Clarity. Light means it's not like the illumination light that maine light jala liya. It's not that light. Light is like my mind opens up completely to the smallest of the things working around, how I am working around, how this universe is working. I am completely in the state of wisdom. That is what light it says. And the element of Sahasrara chakra is thought. So it says that through thought by thought, we will speak about it later. So through eyes, we are exposed to light, and from that we obtain information about the world around us. How much we are able to see depends upon how open or developed this chakra is. So what we see doesn't mean that we have perceived that, we have understood that. So that power of understanding is what the light means. The function of these chakra, Agya chakra, is to see and to the intuition. Our mind becomes very intuitive if our chakra is open completely. And Sahasrara chakra is understanding. Our understanding is completely, the clarity and understanding is there if my Sahasrara chakra is open. The gland is pineal for Agya chakra, and pituitary gland is for Sahasrara chakra. The color for Agya chakra is indigo, and for Sahasrara chakra is from violet to white. The mantra is Om for Agya chakra, but Sahasrara chakra there is no mantra. The petals for Agya chakra is 2 lotus petals. It works only on 2 petals. And Agya chakra, Sahasrara chakra is 1,000 petals. That's why Sahasrar. Sahasra is 1,000. That's why it is known as Sahasrar. The guna for both is Sattva guna. Basic issues with the Agya chakra is that there is like we become intuitive, but then that intuition may be imagination also. We think that this is my intuition working, but it can be our imagination also. That becomes our issue. But with Sahasrara chakra, there is no issue. The planet which is strong for this chakra. Adnya chakra is Jupiter and Neptune, and for Sahasraar, it is Uranus. DT is Krishna for Agya and Shiva for Sahasraar. Element is light, we spoke about, and this is for thought. According to the function of Sahasraar, is to know. Just as other chakras are related to seeing, speaking, loving, doing, feeling, ये जो lower chakras के major elements ये रहते हैं. And the element for Sahasrara chakra is like to think. It is through the crown chakra that we reach into the infinite body of information, and run it through all other chakras to bring it in the manifestation, into manifestation. So if I think, whatever I think, it happens. When my Sahasrara chakra is open completely, so whatever thought process my mind is there. If I think, if my Sahasrara is open and I think, wow, beautiful stars, if there may be a sun, there may be a very sunny day, but if I assume that if I think the thought process to me, wow, beautiful stars, then that will change, that complete scenario will change into, that sun will go and the stars will come. That power your brain has and your intuition or thought process has. That's why it is thought. We say the thought is the element of this chakra. So whatever we think manifests. So our manifestation becomes very strong. So we can jump from Stone Age to the very modern future or futuristic life we can live with this chakra being working properly. The demon of this chakra of Agya chakra is illusion, like which appears to be true, which we think something is true for us, but it is not true, because we think many a times that, oh, I know everything now, my Agya chakra is open. So many a times we live in that illusionary state. So we have to understand that demon energy. And for Sahasrara chakra, there is no demon energy. What happens, when we meditate more, we start acquiring siddhis. So people, you get stuck in those siddhis many a times, and they assume that they're enlightened. They think that everything is now under my control and I have achieved the highest. मैं जो सोचता हूँ होता है, जो मैं बोलता हूँ वो सच होता है. I can read someone's mind. I can take out something from the air and give to people whatever they need. So for them, they think now I have become God or I have achieved everything. But this is not the enlightened state. It is much, much, much more beyond this state. So this is the illusionary state the person can come into. So this becomes their demon state, demon energy. So opposite of illusion is reality. So if you go away from reality, we are stuck in illusion. So for example, if coming down to earth example देंगे अगर हम, तो childhood memories में हमारे we repress lot of many things in our childhood memories. We create our own stories and live in our own illusionary state. So what happens, like if in the childhood, if we have seen our mother, ill-treating a maid. So we have seen that right from our childhood, giving her leftovers or not giving her enough money, or abusing her by words or something like that. So we will not judge our mother because we are very small. So what we'll say, we will think, yes, this maid is not right. She is not working properly. That's why my mom is behaving like that. So that impression stays in our mind. And when we grow up with that illusionary state, we start treating our servants in that manner only. So this is what happens when we are not in the reality. So if we think properly, if we understand properly, if we get a wisdom, then we will understand from illusion to reality. So light is the element for this, which we know that it is the fastest of any of the elements, right? Because it travels very fast. These two become very important for this sixth chakra, because the fastest, light travels fastest. That is the only thing that within we say something and the light travels from million and million of the distance miles away in nanosecond. And that's why our thought can create miracles. So that's why the energy and the element of this chakra is light. Here we are talking about Adnya chakra. We are not talking of Sahasraar chakra, right? The color, why the color is indigo? So the hotter colors such as like red, orange, yellow are of lower frequency. हमारे जो lower chakras के colors थे ना, red, orange, yellow, उनकी frequency जो है बहुत low रहती है. And they are known as hot colors. Whereas as you come up, above chakras, green, blue, indigo, violet, they are the cooler colors. And therefore the photons have the less energy. They take less energy to, emit. That's why they are related to the upper chakras, the spiritual chakras. So color also have a psychological effect on us. Red is a very stimulating color, and it stimulates our nervous system. It is associated with anger, aggression, energy, lot of energy. It also is associated with blood. So by contrast, the blue color is associated with peace, tranquility, completely opposite, right? That's why these upper chakras are always in the shades of blue. Whereas the Sahasraar is like from violet to blue, it can go to any color. Now, seeing, all that we see are our visualizations. We see not with the eye, but we see through our soul. So 90% of our information comes from seeing, what we see and what we perceive. It is not really our eyes that see, but our mind. So जो हमने देखा, उसको हमने कैसे perceive किया? That is important. The same thing if I am seeing and you are seeing, or all we 8 people are looking at the same thing, but we will perceive it in a completely different manner. Your perception of the same flower, rose flower, if we are all are looking at a rose flower, your perception, you may see red color, some may see the thorns in the rose, some may see that it is only a bud form, some may see that, oh, it is such a beauty, it is looking so beautiful in a bud form. Some may see, oh, there's no fragrance in the rose flower. So everyone's perception depends on their own thought process or their own, how their brain is interpreting, right? So not necessarily our seeing, everyone's seeing is same and everyone's minds is working in the same manner. That's why the clairvoyance means a clarity in seeing. You're completely clear in your seeing. That there's a clairvoyance, we say, that we can see through someone's mind also what is happening. That is the clairvoyance, and this is the quality one develops when the Adnya chakra is completely opened. So the most significant aspect of consciousness at the level of 6th chakra is the development of psychic abilities. Right? So looking at the action of seeing, but seeing is the internalization of the image into understanding. Like, for example, I say, one example, if I want to give you about seeing. Okay, if I tell you, if I say about someone, some person I'm talking about, and I say, oh, wo to bahut pochi hui hai. That lady is a very, reached someplace. So, and then you will say, okay, I see. So your reaction is, oh, I see. So what do you mean by I see? You're not seeing that lady, You're not seeing her physical form. Or you have not seen her. I'm talking about the lady which is not in between us. I am talking about a lady. I'm telling you about one lady. And I'm talking about her qualities. I'm talking about how she behaves or something. And then I say, वो बहुत पहुंची हुई है. तो आप लोग क्या बोलोगे? Oh, I see. So what do you see? So you see, you do not, means you do not have to see with your physical eyes, but your third eye, your eye of wisdom. You can see her through your eye of wisdom. So you know the context. So immediately you can relate to this abstract sentence, what I have thrown at you, that she has reached in her higher spiritual path. That you could see when I'm talking about her. that वो पहुंची हुई है. So the context, पहुंची हुई है can context अगर मैं different कर लूं, अरे वो तो बहुत पहुंची हुई औरत है types, तो वो that context now what type of thing I'm telling you. But if I'm telling you about, oh, she is such a wise lady, oh, she follows her routine so well, or she is such a kind and compassionate, and I say, वो बहुत पहुंची हुई है. So you immediately, you can know that what this word, yeah. So you will say, oh, I see. So the clarity, the perception completely, so you see, you are seeing through the third eye. So Agya Chakra is positioned about throat chakra. Why it is positioned in this manner? Because it can balance the emotions and the reasoning also. And why it is below the seventh chakra? Because it can give rise to wisdom and enlightenment. So when Adnya is functioning well, your trust, your inner wisdom is opened completely. But if it is blocked, then it is completely closed-minded. Then you can't see anything. Then what I'm saying, you may take it the complete different manner, a different reasoning, what I'm saying. You can take out complete different interpretation. So Sadhguru has, came out very well example of gave a very good example of Shiva with in context with the third eye. Agnya Chakra. It's very beautiful. He says, the most significant aspect of Shiva is that he opened his third eye. We always know that Shiva always opens his third eye. Gussa aata hai, to he opens his third eye. We know that. And he destructs everything, destroys everything. Because what this third eye here is, he could perceive what normal average person could not see. What is unseen for large segment of humanity, it becomes a normal vision for him. So he always sees through the third eye only. His two eyes, these normal, two eyes which are the part of our body, they don't work. His third eye always is open and he sees everything through third eye. And that is why we associate third eye with wisdom. So people say when Shiva opened his third eye, fire came out of it. And that fire indicates that within himself, he burnt everything. Everything that he thought mattered to him. Nothing should stay, we should not be, attached to anything. So he completely burnt out whatever was inside him. So within himself, he became like a kiln, like a bhatti that burned everything that can be burnt. And then from every pore of his body, instead of sweat and blood, came out ash. Ashes came out from his every pore, every cell of his body. And this is to indicate that he burnt every shred of ignorance, what is there, vrittis, what are there, like all the kleshas, the vrittis, the negative tendencies, the desires, everything that one believes to be true. So he burnt out everything. So once this was done, the opening of the third eye could not be denied to him. So Shiva has burned not only his thought, his emotion, his relationships, his possessions, he has burnt his every being. He did not exist for himself and for the world. So he burnt everything. अपने आप को मिटा दिया completely. Right? So there is now total vacuum, nothingness. Shiva, also we say Shava. Shava means like nothing. Okay. So the inward door for him opened completely. And this way he became completely enlightened being. So this third eye, if you open with it, becomes so powerful. Now, what is the signs of balanced Ajna Chakra? When the third eye is balanced, you are able to tune into your trust or into your intuition and your imagination. You see your life with clarity, self-awareness, and emotional balance. You trust your inner knowledge, which allows you to make a balanced decisions in life. And you become very sensitive to all the senses, sense of sight, touch, sound, taste, and hearing. Okay. What are the signs of blocked Agya Chakra, or what are the deficiencies of Agya Chakra? When the sixth chakra is blocked, you lose your connection with your inner wisdom. You may feel lost or adrift completely. You may feel stuck in a day-to-day life in the day-to-day mundane things of life. There's no inspiration left in your life. You are completely off balance and your mind is mostly foggy, confused, anxious, depressed state, and you have a poor memory, right? And there are no rational thoughts. And spirituality may not be there with you. You will not connect yourself as a spiritual being, right? You're always in that fantasy world. Vitark, what we call in Sanskrit. So you're always in that state of vitarka. So it is difficulty in concentrating. Also, you get nightmares. But if this is a completely balanced state, you are in the balanced state, the characteristics are like you have a good intuitive abilities. You can see inside out of yourself also. You can know yourself completely well and you can see others also inside out. Ability to manifest and ability to visualize yourself is beautiful. Like the visualization is complete in this. Like when we sit for meditation and sometimes you are asked to visualize things. Few people can visualize things very beautifully. And for few, there is difficulty in visualizing, right? So this way, the visualization differs per person to person. You can be, guide others very well if your chakra is opened, because you are completely yourself, you are completely, guided, where life is taking you, where you have to go. So you don't hesitate in guiding others also. So the issues which are there when these chakras are not, when Agya chakra is not open, you have completely illusionary state of mind. So you can ask these questions to yourself. Am I investing in my illusions? Like, do you feel that you are flawless? Always you think that I don't have any issues in my life. मैं perfect हूँ. मेरे में तो कोई problem ही नहीं है. मेरे में कोई गलती मैं कर ही नहीं सकती. So do you have this illusionary state? That means this chakra is somewhere not balanced and you have issues with this chakra. How do you interpret any events around you? So do you, if you're, suppose a close friend of yours stopped calling you, right? She stopped calling you on the phone and you keep calling her back, assuming that कि कोई बात नहीं, उसको time नहीं है तो मैं ही call करती हूँ, हो गया 5 times, 6 times, 8 times, but she never returns the call. Always she has this reason कि मुझे time ही नहीं है, क्या करूँ, मुझे time ही नहीं है. So do you understand the reasoning behind her behavior? Can you interpret what is happening? Or you are still in that, you are in your own illusionary state ki, okay, koi baat nahi. She doesn't have time, so I should keep calling. So you should understand where to have your own boundary, where to stop calling, whether she really wants to, interact with you or not. So this clarity should come. The physical and psychological things which happens with you, that you have a low eyesight, brain is always foggy, hearing is little problem, your thinking is very fuzzy, there are constant headaches, is a vision problems all the time. So now how should we come out of this? What to do? Definitely, the more we go on the higher chakras, the more you have to go into meditation. Meditation is the actually 90% solves your problem if your higher chakra, right from Vishuddha, Adnya and Sahasraar chakra के लिए हम जितना meditation करेंगे, that meditation will be beneficial. So practice mindfulness. More you are in awareness state, more your intuitive skills develop. While walking, while talking, while eating, while whatever small list of the work you're doing, you have to be in completely mindful state. You should develop your aptitude to differentiate between people, discern between the truth and the lie. Don't blindly believe in things. You should have those approach. Many times you need scientific approach. Sometimes you need your intuitive approach towards life, whether things are going in a right direction or not. Then yogasans also helps. Yogasans done with closed eyes is very effective. As such, we always tell people to do asanas with your eyes closed, but many times we could not do it because our this chakra is not effective. But if it is little bit of effective, we should close our eyes and do the asanas. The halasan, balasan, adho mukha tratak, then inverted, all the inverted yoga poses are very good, like chakrasan, sarvangasan, shirshasan is good to open our third eye and also our Sahasraar chakra. Now we will be doing one Shambhavi mudra before we go into candle gazing meditation, because Shambhavi mudra is very effective to open the third eye. Because what is Shambhavi mudra? It is a gazing at your center of the eyebrows, gazing at your Adnya chakra. Shambhavi mudra is highly regarded practice in this yogic and tantric text. Shambhavi is very powerful during meditation, because many times, in a meditative state, all the yogis sit in Shambhavi mudra. Like if you can see the photo behind me, can you see Buddha's picture? He is in Shambhavi mudra, but he is looking downward. Here, you can look upward also, but he is, since highly this thing, he is looking at his nose tips, tip of the nose, and he is in the meditative state. But what we have to do, we have to sit and bring both our eyeballs towards our Agya chakra. So it is considered to be the most important mudras for meditation. So it helps you to transcend very fast to the higher states of consciousness, and it strengthens our eye muscles also by doing this regularly. If we do this mudra, it activates our Agya chakra also. So we will do this, every one of you. आप अपना candle को जला के रखो, lights बंद करके रखो, complete, take the meditative state and environment. I'll give you 2 minutes to do all the things. Here you have to remove your specs while doing it. If you want to look at me, you can wear specs, but while doing, you can remove the specs. Yeah, all ready? Okay. Now sitting comfortably in your Sukhasana or Padmasana, आप बैठ जाइए, cross-legged, and then take your eyeballs, center of your eyeballs towards your, eyeballs towards the center of your forehead. यहाँ पे आपको देखना है. You can keep your one finger over here so that it becomes easy, to look. So your eyeballs are like in a V shape, as if you have squinted yourself completely up. Your eyes should look squint. You should look around things. You should look very double दिखना चाहिए आपको. इसका समझ जाना चाहिए कि you are doing it in a right manner. So keep looking don't blink your eyes. Try not to blink, because then if you blink, then you will come out of the Shambhavi mudra. Keep looking at it. It happens that your eyeballs may come back to the natural state, but then again and again you have to bring back to that state of Shambhavi mudra. So keep doing this. और अगर आंखें आपकी बहुत दर्द होती हैं तो थोड़ी बंद कर लो for few seconds. Then again do it. Should I pin myself so that you can? So are you getting it? What to do? Just thumbs up or thumbs down. Okay, good. Good. So you may feel some, discomfort in that region of Agya chakra. And you may feel pain also a little bit around your eyes on the upper side, which is very natural. Because we don't do this often, those muscles are very weak. That's why the pain is there. But if we keep doing it regularly, the muscles become strong also, and we can fix our gaze for a longer time. 2 minutes more you do this. Now you can close your eyes, keep your hands down. Yeah, close your eyes. Relax your eyes completely. And in this state, I want you to repeat the affirmations in your mind. My thoughts are clear and calm, and I am open to receiving higher wisdom. My thoughts are clear and calm, and I am open to receiving higher wisdom. My thoughts are clear and calm, and I am open to receiving higher wisdom. My thoughts are clear and calm, and I am open to receiving higher wisdom. Keeping your eyes closed for some more time. Now I want you to, if you have burnt your candle, lighted your candle, I want you to gaze at the candle now. The candle should be at your eye level. Looking at the candle, the tip of the candle flame. You have to close all the lights so that it becomes easy for you to gaze at the candle. Your mind will not waver when you do that. Stare at the candle or constantly without blinking your eyes. Initially, you may blink, but later on, you can do that without blinking. Your eyes may water also initially. It's okay. Just wipe the tears away and then again start gazing. This is a very good way to open our Adnya chakra. Now you can imagine that you're breathing the light of candle in and out of yourself, as if you're breathing in the light and breathing out that light of the candle. Inhale the light and exhale the light. Come by constantly gazing at the tip of the candle. Let your breathing be natural. Don't force yourself. I usually sense that the candle, the light of the candle is flowing into you as you breathe in and out. As you're gazing at the tip of the candle, now you have to see it deeply to the candle flame, how it moves, how it falls, how it rises up again. The flame, how the three colors are there. The color of the wick. Around the color of the wick, you could see the light color of the orange, the darker color, and then white aura around that, and how the smoke is emanating. Sometimes the smoke comes, sometimes it doesn't come. If someone asks you to write an essay on the candle flame, so what all would you write? Imagine that. इतना आपको deeply observe करना है flame of the candle. What are we learning? What are we learning with this flame of the candle? What is the flame is teaching us? That it is falling every time it falls, but it rises up again. It never gives up. I want you to close your eyes now and focus on this mantra Om. Chant in your mind. Keep chanting Om in your mind. Stay with this mantra. Do not allow your thoughts to disturb you. Bring your attention towards the Adnya chakra. Take your eyeballs towards the Adnya chakra when they are closed. Instead of focusing on your breath, you have to focus on your Adnya chakra. And keep repeating Om in your mind. Now say the affirmations again 5 times in your mind. My thoughts are clear and calm. I am open to receiving higher wisdom. My thoughts are clear and calm. I am open to receiving higher wisdom. My thoughts are clear and calm. I am open to receiving higher wisdom. My thoughts are clear and calm. I am open to receiving higher wisdom. Now, loudly we will say Om 5 times. We will chant Om times, which has to be audible to you and to everyone around you. So it has to be a little louder. Inhale, and while exhaling, you have to start chanting Om. Inhale. vibrations. In gratitude towards Mahavatar Babaji, Adi Yogi Shiva, Maharshi Patanjali, all the gurus, all the spiritual masters and beings. In gratitude towards all the gods and the goddesses. In gratitude towards 5 elements of the universe. In gratitude towards each and every person who have come across in our life. In gratitude towards plant kingdom, animal kingdom, and the mineral kingdom. Saying positive affirmations for ourselves. I am healthy. I am happy. I am contented. I am full of life, full of love for myself and for everyone around me. Thank you, God, for whatever you have given me, also for whatever you have not given me. With this deep sense of gratitude, love in your heart, smile on your face, take your palms, keep them in your eyes. Gently open your eyes. Thank you, everyone. See you on Wednesday with our meditation. And from next week onwards, we'll do Monday's quotation discussions. Bye-bye. How did you like this experience of chakras? I will like to hear from you. So please, 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 I request you to post it in our group so that everyone gets to know. And this is the way we could inspire people who are not joined or who haven't attended. They also get to know that how effective it is, right? And the videos which I post, I will like you to request that you should like it and you should subscribe it, and then you should, pass it on to your friends or your relatives, whoever wants to know more about chakras. This way, at least they will get to develop some interest and they will start doing some, this is your side of seva towards people to come into this path. That is the only thing which we can do. We can't force people, but this way we can just gently nudge people towards this path. Thank you, everyone.